Hey guys, so this video is going to be really quick about how to level yourself up with little to no money. And so what I noticed as I have been going about is that YouTube videos and articles usually suggest things that still require a decent amount of money. And I was in the position where I had even less money to spend in the places they were telling me to spend, right? So these are going to be some of my suggestions, okay? So instead of going to like a Ross or a Marshall's, which you could still get like maybe 5 pieces for under $100, try really branching out into your community and going to thrift stores. And then I know you might roll your eyes like everyone says thrift stores. But don't think like Goodwill where it's like $4.99, $7.99, prices like that. Think even cheaper. Even cheaper they have. You just really have to find like one that's in a corner, maybe that not a lot of people go to, and the things are like $3, $2, $5, $3 for some nice shoes. Places like that you really have to reach out and find. And I found a place like that and I was able to get a whole business casual wardrobe for like $70. I had a cart full of clothes. Okay, so, and they were nice clothes, nice quality clothes. Some things were like 100% linen. Some things were, Vera Wang has a line of like affordable clothes, like nice cardigans. All the stuff I got was really nice. So that's an option for you, right? So think bigger, take the time to go out, really explore your community and see what's around. Another thing that I would say is trying to flip your money a little bit. So they have lots of apps now where you can just sell your stuff. Maybe Facebook Marketplace, I don't know, wherever you want to sell it. But the advice that I got when I first started looking into doing this was sell your own things. You have things to sell. Just do that. Don't buy new things. And I was like looking around like I don't got nothing to sell. And that was not true. The moment I started listing stuff, I realized how much stuff I have that are nice things that have value. And because they have value, I kind of still want to hold on to them and keep them, but I'm not using them, I'm not enjoying them, and I'm not appreciating them. So if you're not using things, enjoying things, give yourself a trial period to start using them, and then if not, list them to sell them. And then in the meantime, if it's something that you still can use, you can still use it and change your mind and delete it later, whatever. But no sense in that stuff just sitting there if you're not going to enjoy it. So that's something to look into. Another thing that I would suggest is if you really have no things to list, you can go to bins where they take like return packages and things like that. And usually those kind of stores have days where the price drops. So maybe on Monday it's $10. On Tuesday everything is $5. They usually will have a day where everything is $1. Go then, research what you think would sell well, buy it for $1, and then flip it and don't spend that money. Build up that money until you have enough money to go invest back in yourself, your wardrobe, your makeup, classes, whatever it is that you're like, this is going to help me level up, do that. Another thing you can do is really go back into your expenses and look at what you can cut out. Which I know, again, everyone says that, but, and you might be thinking, I can't cut out nothing. Can you save $5? Can you save $5 every 2 weeks when you get paid until you get up enough money to either flip it or invest it in yourself or do whatever you got to do with it? Can you save $5? And maybe you look at your budget and you're like, no, I spend everything. I cannot save $5. And now I need you to go look at what are the expensive things that you're getting, right? So if it's food, now you need to go look at your food and look at, is everything that I'm spending necessary, right? Obviously, food is more important. Don't starve yourself. Don't starve yourself or anything crazy like that. But there are like packaged things that we buy, pre-made things that we buy that cost us a lot of money and don't go very far in terms of volume or calories that we need to survive. So, are there foods that you can substitute that cost less, that have more calories, that have more volume, so that everyone's getting their full bellies, whether it's you, your family, whoever, you're getting your full bellies, you're still eating well, you're still eating healthy, but you're spending less money. So look at that and see if that's a thing. Another thing you can do is, if you feel that you are responsible, get a credit card. You should be paying the credit card off in full every time it's due, and get a credit card place that has good rewards back, like 5% back, 1% back, and watch that money kind of save up. And then do what you got to do, reinvest it into yourself, take it, flip it, do whatever you have to do to get the money after that. Because what I've noticed with some of the credit card places, they'll link it to like your Amazon account, and then it'll tell you like, you have $28 in rewards. Do you want to spend it on this Amazon package? Don't do that. Save the money. Or you might think, I'm hungry and I got $20 a reward, I'm going to get Domino's. Don't do that. Save the money, flip it, reinvest it, put it in a high yield savings account. Get more money out of that dollar that you just got, okay? And then the last thing is that if you are kind of in a good place in your level up, and say you have people around you who you're dating, they buy you gifts, they give you money, but it's not like a lot, what can you penny pinch and get out of that? So if you have something come up and you're talking to them about it and they're like, oh, I can give you that, and they give you a little bit less, not a little bit less, sorry, a little bit more. So say you need $50, they give you $55. Invest it, save it, flip it, do what you got to do with that $5, okay? Because you can really take $5, go to a bin place, get like 4 items, because you want to keep in mind taxes, $4, so it'll be $4 and some change when you check out, and flip it. It might take time to flip it, it might take time for you to get reviews and all that stuff, but at least you're working on something and getting your way there, okay? So, can you do that, right? Can you do those things? And then the last thing I will say is shop off season. And I feel like this also requires you to have some kind of money. Because if it's winter and you're shopping off season and buying like the really cheap summer clothes, it doesn't really help you in the moment. You really kind of, one, have to be good with delayed gratification, and two, you have to not be in need of whatever you're really clothes or whatever you're really wanting right then in the moment. But that's a wonderful way, and it also might be a wonderful way to get some things to sell, which I haven't tried yet. But you could buy things for Halloween. We just finished Halloween. Buy that stuff on sale. Make sure you do your research. Is this something that people are going to want next year? And then when Halloween next year comes around, sell it at the full Halloween price. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with Christmas. When Christmas is over, they're going to have stuff on sale. And you might not even want it for Christmas. You might want it to decrease your food bill. So, for example, for me, I really like tea. And we had like these Christmas tea sets. And they would have been like $20 during Christmas time. It's just tea. So then I go, and it's like a set with 100 teas, or just a bunch of tea, right? Now it's like $1.99, $2.99, like really cheap. So now I get that, and say if I'm a juice girly, I have to have something to drink that's not just water. I'm not going to cut out my juice or my tea or whatever. Now I have a really cheap tea. And now all I need is the water and whatever sweetener you want to use, which sugar is not that much. Honey might be a little bit more depending on how sweet you like your stuff to put in there. But do you see how this goes? So really, the big thing that you're going to have to do is take a survey of what's around you, what resources you have available to you, and think, how can I change this to benefit me? It's really the biggest kind of overarching generalized thing that I'm telling you. right? Because you can do this in lots of other ways. You can buy things in bulk. So buy things in bulk at a discount and then flip it and sell it. But again, I think that might require you to have a little bit more money to buy something in bulk, whatever the bulk pricing is. Or you can wait for websites. These websites, they have sales, right? But again, you have to do your research. So just because they say 60% off something right now because they're doing those end of the year sales, they're trying to get rid of their old stuff, just because they say 60% off doesn't mean like you're going to be able to sell it for that much more of a markup. Okay, so make sure if you're doing the reselling of stuff, I would highly recommend your own stuff so you're not losing a bunch of money while you're learning, or getting the dollar items and then doing that. So again, you're not losing a bunch of money while you're learning. So it's really all about being resourceful, and I hope this video helps some people. This is what I have been doing, and I've been slowly building up my money, and hopefully I will have much more money built up as time goes on. But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!